Anyway, what's up, YouTube? It should do the 100 Club here, and today we are checking out this video of the black men, being arrested at Starbucks for waiting for a ride. Okay, and in this video, you can basically see what happens whenever the police decides to pick on a vulnerable black guy. You know, they come in mass. There's like two black guys and five cops. Starts off with three, but then they get a black cop in there to basically balance out the racism discrimination claim. All the people in Starbucks are, minding their business, so on and so forth. But this is the crew of my argument. Look at where this happened. Starbucks. Starbucks. The holier than thou, anti-Trump, we are everybody. We're going to hire 1 million immigrants before the Trump administration goes out. And we don't support the wall as Starbucks. Starbucks. The people who are supposed to be so tolerant, so accepting, and so anti-xenophobe or anti-racist and war and aggression and dominance. Starbucks. Now, the reason why I'm focusing on that point is because I want black people to take notice of how Starbucks treats black people. Because I have been to Starbucks. I have spoken to employees of Starbucks. And they treat me similarly. And that is why about 20 videos ago, I said the SJWs, the Antifas, the far left, the anti-Trumpers, they are the racist ones. They are the ones who are anti-change. Because currently as it is, the psychology of the nation is one of white supremacy. When Donald Trump ran for presidency, he threatened to replace the standard of white supremacy with just being white to being white and productive. That dropped a lot of Hispanics because they were filling out their job applications and checking that they were white, and that's all they had to do. So when they did that, they could be as lazy as they claim black people are, but get the benefits of white people. So you have a lot of poor Hispanics running around here. They don't want to get a job. They're alcoholics. They're deadbeat dads. But their reputation in society isn't as pathetic and pitiful as the black men. Because the black men can easily be identified by being black. And once they're identified as being black, those negative characteristics can be attached to them. But now the Hispanic, those negative characteristics won't even stick to him because he identifies as white. I say that to say this. SJWs and all these anti-Trumpers are really anti-black male. So when you see, ask any one of these swirlers, ask Crystal and Karazin, ask Cynthia G, ask China Fox who she voted for. If she voted for Hillary Clinton, not because she thought Hillary Clinton was a dynamic person or a great politician, because she wanted anybody but Donald Trump. Because unless you're stupid, unless you're retarded, which this one I will define for you, retarded means unable to catch on, such as is something that is fire retardant is unable to catch on fire. So unless you're retarded, you would have caught on that Donald Trump And the things he's talking about is going to take power from the people that have power and give it to the people who deserve it. The hard workers, the builders, the loyalists, the patriots. And that's what these SJWs didn't want. So, again, I just brought this back up to throw it in your face that these SJWs, social justice warriors, these anti-Trumpers, they are the ones perpetrating everything they talk about. The racism, the xenophobia, the anti-black maleism. SJWs. T.I., he's an SJW. He don't want to see no niggas in his establishment. And he definitely don't want nobody telling him what to do and how he's going to do it. The same goes for Snoop Dogg. The same goes for YG. These SJWs are the enemy of the people. They want to tell you to boycott Donald Trump so you can stay in this fucked up sheep groupthink mentality, and at the same time they're living their life. They're just saying the things they say to keep you, what they perceive as vulnerable and weak-minded, beneath them. And this is a perfect example. The almighty goddamn Starbucks. And this is not the first time this has happened at Starbucks. This is not the first time Starbucks has demonstrated racism. Any would-be leader or mind control artist or cult leader or even, master of the art of war, seduction, or power will tell you that a good defense and offense is to accuse your enemy, your adversary, of what you are doing. So if you're lying, you accuse your adversary or your opponent of lying. It's a good technique in war. It's a good strategy of war. So basically, man, that's what I wanted to bring to y'all attention. So all you black people out there, you need to stop the fuckery. You need to stop the coonery, because at the end of the day, that's what a coon is. A black person who fights against the progress of black people, the unity and success of black people, and that's the most basic definition you can get of a coon. And y'all need to stop cooning and fighting against black people as a group, success and progress, by fighting against President Trump, because nothing he's done is wrong, nothing he says is wrong. You just decide that fuck Donald Trump because it's a catchy tune, or your white friends are saying that's what it's supposed to be, and your white friends are always right. After all, they're rich. But that's not the fact of the matter. Your white friends are trying to make sure they're not rich because they're rich. They're rich because you're poorer than them. And your white friends are trying to make sure that you remain poorer than them. So if you do what they do, you're not going to end up like they end up. If you go out there and protest against Donald Trump, they may end up keeping power. They're not going to end up arrested. But if you do it, they're going to end up keeping power, and you're going to end up getting arrested. So think about it. Which one would somebody do more? Which one would someone be more likely to do? Preserve themselves at your expense, or put themselves on the line for you? Which one would your white friend rather do? I highly doubt it to be the latter of the two. So take my advice. Stop boycotting Donald Trump, talking shit about Diamond and Silk. Goddamn Facebook, another social justice platform, deemed Diamond and Silk dangerous. They got motherfuckers killing themselves on Facebook. They got motherfuckers accidentally shooting people in the head on Facebook. And people committing murders on Facebook. But they deem Diamond and Silk dangerous. And that should tell you something, black people. You gotta look closer. Look closer.